Yeah, so different digital marketing field will give you different connectivity with different departments. Okay, hopefully enough background. It's too much about me. Hopefully you guys know a little bit more after getting through my sessions. If you want to get in touch with me, there's my LinkedIn link and the slide, or if you can just scan the QR code here on the slides, then let's get in touch. And if you have any questions, yeah. Okay, awesome. So I'll go to the agenda. So what we will be expecting today. So in order how to measure the right metrics, we need to know these 4 steps. So the first one is to understand how does your company make money. It's really important. If we can't come up with any metrics if we don't know how you make money, right? As a company or as your own business, right? We need to know how we make money. And then the second one is to set a clear campaign objective, yeah? And after that, we will have to monitor relevant metrics. What kind of metrics? So here I give you tips and tricks how you can actually choose the right metric. And then next one is this is actually a bonus section where I wanna share with you 5 things that I wish people told me before I started campaign journey. So yeah, have fun. I will have some questions along the way in the sections. Feel free to bomb the chat. I will be looking at the chat box. You know. Let's interact, let's make it fun for tonight. So it's a little bit more ease. Metrics can sound so data-ish, it could be sound so scary, but I hope today I break it down and make it very easy for you to understand, okay? Awesome, so let's get started. For the first one is understand how your company or yourself or your products, how to sell it, how do we make money, right? Okay, first questions to the floor. Why do companies need digital marketers these days? Like, why do they need us? Any opinions, anyone? What do you think? Increase certainty, okay? Yep, that's one of it. Market penetration, yeah. What else do we have? Increase sales, yeah. Branding, more people go online, bring customer, nice growth, scale up, nice. All of these are right, guys. These are why they need us, right? Why and how is our role to help the company or even our own business to grow. But one thing that I like to really emphasize is to make money online. Yeah, why this is the most important? Because at the end of the day, as a business owner, what we want to do in our mind is to make money, right? So we need to understand how we make money in the first place. Okay. Okay, I heard from the batch 5 this week, you guys learned about conversion, sales, or marketing funnel. Anyone still remember what it is? Anyone still love it? Anyone? Okay. So if you guys, this is more into refresh, it's a refresher. So if you guys just learn about it for the alumni that I've learned and other people's, this is conversion sales funnel. What is actually, to the literal definition, is actually a journey how consumers buy your product, right? That is the literal definitions, and then each digital marketer will have to create our own funnel. Yeah, different. As a business, how to make money funnel is a different funnel. For us as a digital marketer, for if you are an SEO specialist and let's say I'm a campaign, I'm a social media executive, I will have different funnel that I have to create in my activities to meet that funnel of the business objective. Yeah. So starting today, once you get out from here, I would like you to bear in mind, you have to be able to create your own funnel. Yeah, it's more the journey. We want to understand our users, right? We are a marketer and we are doing everything for the user. Okay, so there's 2 ways of thinking how we can construct sales or conversion or marketing funnel, you name it. The first one, you look into it into like the state of the user positions of your product or your service. This first method, it's applicable more into if you have also want to promote also your offline product or service, or you're doing both. So you can look into it, into the state of user positions of your products or brands. Yeah, it's quite different if you focus only on the online, like online store. Yeah, because in the whole process, so in service, for example, agency service, for example, yeah. So what we have to do, we have to land as a user, we have to land on the landing page, we have to sign up, someone will call me, and then we have a meeting just to consult what's my brief like, what kind of campaign, what kind of marketing objective that I want to have, that they can help me. And then from there, they have to come up with the quotations, right, with all the strategy. And then from there, your customer don't only purchase your service. Yeah, it's quite a long story. It's also involving different departments, right? So in that case, Chris, how can I make funnel? So many people involved in the journey, right? Think of it is the state of the positions of your products or brands. Okay. Second one is clicks journey. This is much easier for us. I'm in my background is doing in iPrice, so we're doing a lot of e-commerce. The way we look at it is just a clicks journey. So what clicks, which click that land the user into purchase. So that's the way you look into it, how you can craft your funnel. Okay. It might sound a lot. It might sound, this is the way, there's two ways of doing it. But before we're doing it, I would like all of you to really understand what this funnel does, yeah? Okay, I have an example. Just if it's hard to remember funnel, yeah, what is in the funnel, what have to be there. So I like to bring you to meet Budi. Yeah, so today I will want to walk you through to Budi's relationship journey. Yeah, so he's a teenager. He spent all his life studying in the past 12 years of his study. And then he never even think of having a girlfriend. So he went to Olympiad. He's a champion for the chemistry and so forth and so on. He's super smart and he knows that. And one day he decided to have a girlfriend because everyone does, you know, maybe puberty hits him that time. And then he just decided to make that as his goal. And then fun fact about him, he just graduated high school and his marks just can, you know, it allows him to go to any uni he want to go. Yeah, so he has all the decisions in his hand. Okay, so with all these facts sorted out, let's follow how his journey to get a girlfriend. So the next one is, this is his strategy. Yeah, it's more, he is a really strategic person. Yeah, too smart. And then his first step is to join a university with pretty girls. Yeah, why pretty girls? Why, Chris? He told me that research says pretty girls like smart guys. So okay, he know he's smart. He's so Budi is a crocodile. He had never met any girl in his life. So this is what he tried to research about, yeah. And then what he learned is that smart people like him, so people that will like him is pretty girls, right? So he decided to go to school, to the university that has a lot of pretty girls, yeah. And then if you go to the next one, you figure out his strategy right, guys. Finally, a month after going to the orientation, going to study, right, making presentations, doing all the assignment works, he found out a girl likes him. Yeah, I hope Budi is me. Yeah, can Fig, you can do it. And then how he knows a girl like him, right? The girl joined his assignment group, right? This girl like coming to like all people when the lecturer say make a group, the girl come to him straight away, right? Want to be in the same group as him, yeah. I know, be Budi, yeah. This is Budi, be like Budi. Budi is a smart guy. And then after that, he found this single and he know the girl likes him. And then he start to like, why not try with this girl, right? And then they start texting, they start hanging out together, making like, you know, all the process because when he strategizes, he thinks like this. If he knows this girl and they are, they just get into the group today and then tomorrow ask her, you want to be my girlfriend? It won't happen, right? It will turn the girl off and the girl will just go away. Okay. And then they start texting, hanging out together. Is this a story of founder of Tinder? Nah, this is just story I make out. And then while texting, hanging out together for a few months, this is something that he observed. He observed of how fast the girl responded. You know, some girls have the rules. If guys text you, don't message, don't reply right away. Have to wait for another hour or a few minutes, right? And then also how often she laughed at his funny jokes, right? So this kind of signal he's looking at to see or predict how is this girl's responding to him. And then after a few months, hanging out, texting out, and then he knows, oh, the girl keep replying his message, keep laughing at his jokes, and it's like, this is the time to ask the girl out, right? And finally, he asked the girl to be his girlfriend, and she said yes. Yes, said yes. Chris is also, oh, thank you. So this is basically how he got a girlfriend. He strategized all of his moves from coming to the right uni to get a girl, how to get the girl, right? All of these journeys that he's been through. If you look at it, guys, we are digital marketers. We are a matchmaker. This is what we do all day, every day. Yeah. So if you look into it, Budi is he knows he's smart. So that is his unique selling point. It's the same as Budi is is the product or our service, right? What makes us different? What makes us what we are really good at, right? As a product or service that we offer to the users. And he have a goal to get the users, right? To get the users to purchase, right? So where he go is he actually do research, right? And then he figure out these pretty girls like him, like people like him. And then he goes to the uni with these pretty girls. This is called, he's choosing the right marketing channel, yeah? The school with the pretty girls. It's the same thing as we finding the right marketing channel. It's impossible if you're, for example, I'm a plant lover, I'm a plant lady, and then I have someone love shoes. If you sell shoes to people like me, I'll be like, no, come again tomorrow. Wrong number, right? That's what I will do, right? So we wanna avoid all of this mismatch in the user expectations, yeah. And then if you look at it, the pretty girl is actually the target market, yeah. And then these girl are our users who we want to get into, yeah. We want them to actually do the purchase. And then all these responding, dating, texting, it's basically the marketing push. What kind of marketing activities that we do as a digital marketer, right? This to lead to for the users to purchase. Okay, I'll remove some of the text so that it's not so messy, so you can digest it better. Okay, so Chris, in this channel or all this step, what are the important stuff that we have to do as a digital marketer, right? In order to choose the right marketing channel, what Budi did is really right. So we have to research which channel and which user, the exact user that will actually buy our products, yeah? It doesn't make sense for us to sell something to someone who has no interest in it. So choosing the right marketing channel is really important, okay? Then the next one is we have to be the first person to know how your user respond to your product or your service, yeah? That's how he knows how the girl actually likes him, right? And for us, we really have to know this through the metrics from the monitoring that we did. And this is really important as now everyone's online. You have your shop online. You can't even see what your customers thinking. What are they doing? Are they here? You can't even see them, right? So this is really important to be aware when your user interacting with you. Next one is the marketing push. What's important in doing this marketing push, right? Like how he did it, he observed how the girl texts him back, how long does it take, did he laugh at his jokes, right? How many times per day, those kind of stuff. This is important for us to monitor our marketing push and strategize it by monitoring specific response to the channel that we've decided in the beginning, right? Okay, and the next one, finally, to get it to purchase. I know his funnel is really good. You have to make one too. Nice, 100% conversion rate. Yes, that's what we want to go. Yeah, his budget is unlimited, of course. Awesome. Now that we've known all of this, the fun is easier for us to digest the funnel. So if you look at it, it's the same thing as the famous funnel. Choosing the right marketing channel to be at the right at the right place at the right audience. That is where we spread our awareness, right, or attention, to get people's attention in the funnel. The second one is the interest, how we know how the users interact and actually learn about your products, right? The second one is decisions or desire, how, because it's when the time people doing the decision making. It takes a while in this online, and I'm just sharing, I'm a avid online shopper. I shop every week. If I don't shop, I browse. So that's what I did, and it takes time. From some of the product that I'm looking at, I will decide it right away on the day itself that I will purchase. But some stuff, for example, like a phone, it takes me a month for me to look into it. Then I will just think about it, find more research, and then purchase, right? So it's a different user journey right there that we have to see, okay? And that influences the decision whether we will convert or not. Okay, awesome. Nice. So that's basically is the whole analogy, a whole explanations, or try things that for us, easier way for us to digest this AIDA conversion or sales funnel. This is one of the typical textbook funnel that are very famous that I used. So I will not explain more because everything here is basically what Budi did. Okay. Awesome. Chris, so you mentioned there is two ways to create our own funnel. The first one is the state of the user's positions into the product or service, right? That's exactly what Budi did. So this is exactly what this AIDA conversion funnel doing as well. So the second way is through the clicks journey. Okay, so because I'm from iPrice, this is easier for me to give example how we do the clicks and sharing with you what kind of stuff as a digital marketer that we might face. So we have to be really flexible in creating funnel, flexible in all of our activities and metrics to adjust here and there, right, from time to time. As a introduction, if those of you who does not know what iPrice is an e-commerce aggregator platform. So what we do is people like Lazada, Shopee, all these platforms, Bukalapak, Tokopedia, we gather all of the products in our platforms, we compare it, and then we also recommend it to the users. In the same time, we also have coupons deals to help users to purchase from it. It sounds fun. It's complicated. Yeah. So if you look into it, how the clicks journey for our users to actually convert, how is my challenge and my team's challenge, how to make sure the company makes more money. So at the very top one, the blue one, is the product view. User have to land in our platform and then look at the product, right? So the very first thing, they know the product is in our platform. So that's the very first journey, right? Then the second one, after that, they have to click at the product and they land and then go to the merchants, going to the partner's site, right, to make the purchase. That is where we cookie dropping, right, all of this, all these affiliates things going around. And then, as you can see in the gray area here, is where the conversion happen. It's outside iPrice. We have no control as a digital marketer. We can't control sales. So that's how this is the journey of a users to purchase, right, through iPrice. And once they land to the website, they do product checkout and then they purchase the product, right? So looking into this is also could be our funnel, how we understand how our users clicking in our websites and how until they make a purchase, sorry. And here, Chris, what does this help you? Why you did this, right? This helps me on what I can control, right? Which I will share more on the third agenda. to find something that we can control. Yeah, as you can see here, it means I can only control people to see the product, view the product, and also users to click out from our platform, because that's the only thing that digital marketer in enterprise can do. Okay? Things that we can control. Okay. Next, Chris, you give example of the 2 ways to create our own funnel. Yeah. But there's is it I saw if I Google, I did Google, I did the job for you guys, so don't worry. So when you Google funnel, you will see there are 3, 4, 5, 6 long funnel. They have different funnels. Which one should I choose? My answer is it depends. Different company, different service, different business objective, you have different funnel that you can look at. Yeah. So this is, I'm just sharing with you, here's the Facebook ads funnel. This is my favorite funnel. It's only 3. It's very easy, which is awareness, considerations, or conversions. And by now, hopefully everyone have already tried Facebook ads before, and you notice this objective that they have. So yeah, this is how I remember it. In awareness and consideration, you still can break it down by clicks or even by different activities, right, from your users. Okay, that's it, guys. Are you still with me?
Okay. Yeah, of course.
Awesome. Hope it's not too long. We're just getting started to the next one. Yeah. Awesome. Thanks everyone who says yes here. Really appreciate it. I really love interactions. Okay. Next one is, now we know how our company makes money.
Yes, we with you.
Thanks, Tavida. So now we know how our company makes money. Now I know how I make money, right? By heart. Exactly step by step how I can make money. Yeah, so the following one, what I have to do is to set a campaign objective. Chris, when you talk about metrics, wait, before we got into metrics, different way of making money, and then different campaign objective will lead you to a different metric to look at, okay? So before we go into metrics, I want you to understand by heart these 2. Okay, let's get started. Chris, why campaign objective? Why campaign objective in out of so many stuff that we have to do as a marketer? Because different company, digital marketing role, right? Business direction will have different objective. At different state of your business size or your business activities will also affect your campaign objective. Okay, and then by having this campaign objective, what can I do as a marketer? Yeah, so having this objective, it will help us to set KPI, to set the goal. Yeah, so it's clear for you and your team to be able to measure whether we are successful or not. What kind of, how much money that we have to spend? Yeah, what kind of channel, what kind of resources that you have to gather for this campaign objective. Yeah, to help the money generation. Then the second one is to focus. Trust me, guys, I'm an easily distracted person and I have so many ideas most of the time. I really want to, well, I'm doing social media, you know, sometimes you get excited, you like to do the content, and then you like to look at the numbers, and then you come out with so many ideas to do different things. It's, when I first started, that's how I felt. So this is something that's really important. Having campaign objective as a campaign or team goal is really important. So we keep focused. We have so many ideas, but we can keep it in our book so that when the campaign objective change, we can use one of it. Yeah, it's really important. The third one is to tap into the right channel. As this one is very straightforward. We've seen how Budi did it. So tap into the right channel is really important. And the fourth one is to measure the right metrics, right? So by having the campaign objective, now we know which metrics to look at. Okay, awesome. So Chris, how can I make a good campaign objective? Yeah, or what are the goals criteria? This is a very famous use. Even in iPrice, we are expected to do it in this format as well. There's a SMART format. this is actually as a guideline how you know that you're making a really good goals. Yeah, the very first one as is specific. So our goal have to be specific, like how Woody, he specifically want a girlfriend, right? And then for the measurable, how long does it take for us to get there, right? It's very important because all of us don't have all the time in the world to just run one thing, right? Some of the time as digital marketer, we're not only doing specifically only SEO, we're also doing different marketing channels. So our attention might be diverted to so many channels. Yeah, so it has to be measurable and it has to be attainable. Yeah, by being attainable, it means it's realistic. Don't set. So one thing that I learned by heart from I still remember my previous CEO mentioned that don't shoot to the moon, but we shoot to the roof. Yeah, because roof we still can use stairs and go up there. So that will be the guideline, and then it has to be timely. It has to be time bound. Yeah, because we don't have all the time in the world to run campaigns. Awesome. So Chris, what are the example? If you can see here on the right side, this is the example of a good smart objective. So it's like, I will change my career to digital marketing specialist by completing RevoU course in 3 months and applying for the role at the end of next quarter. Yeah. So which part of, if you see, why is this perfect? If you look at it, change my career to digital marketing specialist. It's really specific. I can be, yeah, it's very specific. Yeah, nice, Chandra. And I can be a fireman, but why I choose digital marketing specialist, right? So it's really specific. We want to go here. And then by completing RevoU course. Yeah, so this is measurable. Yeah, it could be how, how we get into this. Yeah. And then in 3 months, that is where the time bound is. And applying for the role at the end of next quarter is realistic. It's realistic, right? After completing these 3 months, the next quarter, which is June, we will be able to apply as a new digital marketing specialist already. And all of this is attainable because once you finish and you're already in RevoU digital marketing course, by the time you finish this course, you are good to go. Yeah, so this is one of the example how we can make a great goal. Okay, so this is a case. So I'd like for you to type. So get ready with your fingers on the chat box. So case 1, I have a small home-based plant business. This is true story. I have a business. I have a plants over there. It's like a forest, and I started early last year before COVID. It comes up from my passion. I can grow one plant, and now it become 200, 300 plants in the house. So that I come out with, I want to start this business, and then that all of this happened before COVID, before all the plants trends exploded. I read one of the news in IDN Times that people trade their car, Avanza car, for three rare plants. Oh my God, it went to that crazy. And then today, what happened is I like to sell more plants. Yeah, as my house basically forest right now. You guys don't see it because it's a different part of the house. And then, but what happened is, right, because it was earlier last year, and then now it's already in January. When I first started, no trends, no competitors. But now suddenly I have more than 20 competitors that have been active in the market. I saw ads every day, and then I look at their platform, look at their Instagram, look at their website. There's so many plants that are sold out. The business is running really good, right? So they are my competitors. And then while looking at my side, because I can't maintain my business, I have full-time job in iPrice, I basically neglected my business. So to help me as a marketer, what would you suggest me? What marketing objective should I use this month? Out of the 3, if we are using at the 3 easiest funnel, like the Facebook one is the awareness, consideration, conversion. Which of the 3 would you suggest? Awesome. Good job, everyone. Correct. Awareness campaign, right? Nice. Good job, everyone. Thank you. It's awareness campaign. So, Chris, if I think about it, why don't I just make money? Why don't I just get people to purchase, right? Why can't I can't just do those ads? So very first thing, as we all know, we have more competitors, people are more well known, no one knows about my business. Yeah, so we have to start with awareness campaign, and I focus on this awareness campaign for this month. Next month it will be a different story. Yeah, as you can see, it's very time bound, and also very different campaign objective that we have to develop from time to time, depending on your business state of your business. Yeah, because it's been so long, I went missing, I have to come back again. But if I'm already steady, I've been active is all the time, it will be a different story. Yeah, so that's one of the example. Yay. Okay, next we have the second case. I'm sure everyone knows Gojek, one of the very big company or multi apps in Indonesia. So this is just a story. This is not a true case. This is just an example. So Gojek has just closed a new investment for the company, right? So as a business owner and as a company, when you just get funds or you just get investment, you owe them a lot of performance. Yeah, so that is where the companies start pushing us digital marketers to meet their target, because they have to project target in order to get this investment, right? So your boss coming to you saying, we are expected to have massive growth and we have a target to push 1 million rides per month. So every month we need to make sure we have to have 1 million rides happening in the app. So that's our target. What would you recommend as a digital marketer to help this digital marketer in Gojek? Anyone can chat into the box. Awesome. Awesome. Nice. Everyone's so smart. I can just close this laptop and go. Everyone is very smart already. Yeah, it's conversion, correct? Yeah, nice. So cute. Yeah, so that's basically these two cases is the example how different state of business or different role will affect your funnel or your campaign objective. So you have to be really flexible. Okay, following to that, to just following up of what I said about it will be different from different field or different specialization in digital marketing. Following to Gojek, so what to realize that 1 million right? So what we have to do, right? So if you look at their social media manager, what we are expecting is for them to retargeting people who have purchased the rights. So that's be the main focus. Yeah, you see, this is what social media manager is doing. On the other hand, if email marketing manager, what will be they doing? Are they doing pushing retargeting as well? Are they pushing ads as well? No. So the way they are doing it is basically drip purchase the email, right? So for those who have shown engagement in the website, so we track them, and then for those that maybe wish listed, we try to engage them back. Hey, do you forget? If you guys subscribe to the email marketing of your e-commerce, you will see a lot of this, yeah. And then on the other hand, for the performance or multi-channel specialized guys, they will push more notifications, yeah, because that's how in their role they can make people purchase their or book a ride. On the other hand, they are also affiliate marketing manager. All of them are digital marketer guys, but they are different role. What they are doing, instead of making retargeting, doing all the drip and all pushing the notifications, what they do is they are managing budget with their most converting channel or the affiliate networks. See, from here you see different roles, same one goal, we have different way of executing it. Okay, awesome. So hopefully this will help. Done for how to choose the right objective, because all of you have all gets 100, really good, very smart. So we have to move on to the next step. So the next step is basically monitor the right metrics. Chris, why the right metrics? Why not just metrics? I tell you why. Yeah. But first, I wanna there's a questions. Do all digital marketers measure the same metric? Anyone can in the chat can type. Do we? Do we all measure the same metric? Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I'm with you. It's a big no. Yeah, it's a big no. Nice. Great. You guys are so smart. It's no. Yeah, so it's expected from us. So as has been shared, different business objective, how we make money, different funnel, different objective will lead us to different metric. Yeah. So how to choose which metric, Chris? It's a metric that you can influence directly and fits the campaign objective. Yeah, of course, you have to fit the campaign objective. And the most important thing that I learned by heart, it has to be something that you can control. Yeah, if I'm a social media specialist, but the objective is for me to, my metrics that I measure is the ranking for my for one of the content, it just doesn't make sense. Yeah, I'm not an SEO specialist. That does not give me anything. I can't control as well. I'm not doing all the SEO stuff as well, right? So I can't control. That's not the right metric. Okay. So I have a very little things that I've learned and I've figured out is a 1, 2, 3 rules. So what kind of metrics that we have to monitor is one main metric, just one, don't have too much, because we want to be focused. Remember, we want to set an objective that be able to help us to focus. Yeah, so one main metric, 2 sub metrics. What kind of most of the time when I use these 2 are the ones that help me to monitor the market, right? Because if you only blindly follow one metric, it just doesn't give you the holistic view of how your products or service actually doing or your ads actually doing. Yeah. And then 3 supporting metrics. So these 3 supporting metrics, it's something that is more into behavioral reading, right? It's just like, this is how many times the girl texts Buddies, on how many times she laughed. Yeah, this is supporting metrics. Okay, so 3 tips as well that I would like to share is to, sometimes we wanna measure so many stuff. Yeah, in for example Facebook, we can measure reach, we can measure the impressions, we can measure the clicks, we can measure the device, we can measure everything, so many things that we can measure, right? So what is the guideline to choose the right one is to avoid vanity metrics. What is this, Chris? This metrics that does not give any value for you to make money. Yeah, for example, if you're running if your objective is to drive more traffic from Facebook ads, this is based from my experience, this is what I did. If your objective is to drive traffic from your Facebook ads to your website, it doesn't make sense for you to measure how many followers of Facebook you have. Even by algorithm, it doesn't make sense, right? Because the more followers you have does not give you more exposures. Okay, but it's just as a portfolio, it's cool to share people have 1 billion followers, right? But this metrics is not the right metrics for you to focus on. So I would suggest to avoid vanity metrics. Yeah. Then the next one is to don't measure everything. This is something that I tend to do, guys. I tend to measure everything. I'm getting excited when I look at people click into the website, and then you look at the Google Analytics. You try to look at the demographic, what age they're doing, which pages they go, and you trace the whole exit landing and all of the pages. Don't do that. Yeah, don't measure everything. Besides, we don't have the time. We need to be focused as well. And the one goal, stick to the goal that we want to make money. Yeah. And then, Chris, what is the main metric that I have to choose? There's so many metrics to choose. So normally your end goal is your main metric. Yeah. So this is the 1, 2, 3, the main metric, number 1, that one and only metric is your end goal. For example, right now, besides running campaign, I'm also leading my team in the CRM activities. So for the email marketing, right? So for the email marketing and the on-site channel, besides running for campaign, what we want to do is for us to generate money from these channels, because the team and resources has been put into it. We all been, work hard every day to craft a cool subject line, and we want to make sure all these efforts translates to money, right? And then email marketing, for example, what we can measure is actually the open rate and click rate. But is that my main metric? No. What I said, as a team, our main metric is the revenue. How much revenue you have to make from this channel. Yeah, that will be the main metric. That will be ROM. There's so many ways goes to ROM that help by sub-metrics and also supporting metrics. So the open rate and click rate will be my sub-metrics. Yeah, it helps to influence the main metrics. Okay, so what the team has to optimize to get into higher revenue in email marketing is for us to improve the subject line, A/B test the subject line, right, to get the open rate to improve. Besides that, what else? We really need to choose the right product to show. We have to segment the email users, right? So all of these things is to achieve this one main goal, revenue, by optimizing the two sub-metrics. What are supporting metrics? The drop rate, unsubscribe rate, and then the bounce rate, right? All these are supporting metrics to show how your users behave. Yeah, it's nice to monitor, but it does not influence your direction or decision whether your campaign is successful or not. Okay, awesome. Hope everyone is still with me. So the next one is this is the marketing funnels, the three funnels, the awareness, considerations, and conversions. There are other people that call it tofu, mofu, bofu as well. So pretty much the same thing. Don't confuse by the name. It's basically awareness, considerations, conversions. These are the common use metrics according to GetResponse. So if you guys know, GetResponse is one of the famous email marketing platforms. They do a lot of benchmarking. They do a lot of sharing insights on what kind of the partners that they use at. So in the awareness state, a lot of people actually looking at views, sessions, impressions, users, or at click-through rate. Do I have to measure all of this, Chris, if I'm a digital marketer? No, depends again, right? What you're doing. If you are an SEO expert, you will not be measuring views for what, right? But what we measure is the impressions of in the Google console to show the main metrics will be the ranking, right? It's a different thing. So it has to be adjustable to what you are doing and what we can't control. Yeah, the main metrics have to be something that we can influence what we are specializing at. Okay, next one is considerations. So aside from that, once they get into our product, how we can make them considerate to purchase from us, right? So it's from email subscription rates, from the email click-through rates, right? All this, even webinar, like whatever we are doing right now, is trying to engage you within RevoU's a platform, right? So this is the one of the strategy as well. Different business can use different strategy. These are the one that commonly used according to GetResponse. And then the next one is the conversion, how we can make people purchase, right? If you see here, this is most of it more into, I think, more into the service side of a product. So it's more like free trial signups, brochure, case studies, all of these things, right? But for us, if it's straightforward product, people make sell. That's it, right? It will be conversion rate. It's basically revenue, conversion rate is the two best friend that we have. We will be monitoring. Okay. Next, not only from GetResponse, these are the top 10 most used metrics. Yeah. That are commonly used in digital marketing world. So from traffic, channel specific traffic, if you look at the Google Analytics, we want to know the breakdown of the channel. And if you, for example, me, I'm handling only the Facebook channel so that I know what I can influence, contribute to it, right? Conversions, the bounce rates, search trends. So these are most common main metric that people use at different campaign objective, yeah? And then the next one is just additional. This is more like the sub metric, or even the additional metrics that we in the 1, 2, 3 guideline that we have. Okay. So another way, this is something that I'm really proud of iPress. This is actually even learning for myself, is that they formulate a main metrics for the whole company to be focused at, right? So how iPress makes money? It's basically traffic per session, traffic or sessions. Yeah, I put it slash, not, it's not a default, it's actually traffic or sessions times CTR or click-through rate times RPC or revenue per click equals to the revenue. So to translate that in human words, basically out of how many people that visit visit iPress platform, how many times of them click, and each click means how much money that we are making, right? That's basically it. And this is actually very straightforward and very common, but each of these gives a different department to focus on different things, right? So we have in iPress, we run in stream. So we have traffic stream, we have monetization stream, we have coupon stream, and then we used to have engagement stream. So these streams focus on different metrics, yeah? For monetizations, which focus on conversion part of it, the lower funnel, the metrics that we are looking at is the RPC, yeah, how much revenue per click. We have to optimize the revenue per click. Yeah. On the other hand, on the other stream department, the marketer on the other department, the other stream, they're focusing on traffic. So how many sessions of traffic, that will be their KPI, but that will not be my KPI if I'm in monetization stream. Yeah. So this is something that you can come out as well for your own business. If you're a business owner, this is a really good method to break down what kind of focus on metrics that you want to have for the whole company. Yeah, and then you will have the sub metrics depending on what we can influence for each and every marketers. Okay. So, and then after now you know how to decide which metric, and I'm sure RevoU will give you lots of learning on which metrics to use, how to calculate them. We need to master the tools, right? Because we want to monitor, we want to be a great buddy, 100% conversion rate. We need to be able to master the tools. Yeah. So these are the 4 tools that I'm using daily. I'm sharing you with this. Hopefully, if you manage to get into it, these 4 are my favorite. I've been using it every day. So there's Power BI, Google Analytics. Yeah, to know if you have website, it's really important to have Google Analytics. And if you have Google Analytics, you can use Google Data Studio. It changed your whole life. It really changed your whole life. Yeah. In deeper use of it, I'm sure for you guys will go through the certifications. So no worry about it. And then Excel. Yeah. Train yourself in more Excels, more data. Basically, data is life. This one time, I just keep laughing on Friday evening at the office because I'm drunk of data. Yeah. So this is something that we have to be familiar with. Okay. So that's it. Now you know to choose your right metrics already, guys. Cannot feel it, right? It's been 40 minutes and now you can already do your metrics. So last but not least, I would like to share with you some of things that I wish someone told me before, but no one did tell me, but somewhat, I think people did. I didn't really pay attention to it. Yeah. So I really want you to pay attention to it. Okay. So data is your best friend. Yeah. Data is our best friend. Get drunk. Not only Friday evening like me. Every day we get drunk of data. Yeah? The more data, the easier for you to make decisions, and the more effective your campaign is. Yeah. So another one thing is focus only one metric. Only. Why I'm saying this? In my experience running campaigns, we help. There's so many ways we can help our merchants or partners, right? So there are partners that like to have, I want to be all over your display ads in your whole platform, but they also want to have performance. So, but I want to be everywhere, and they also want to have sales, right? These kind of things, you have to make it clear. So if you happen to go to agency, this is a lot of things that you will face as well. You have to be able to focus and consult the right objective and metric. So focus only on one metric. So what I told them, based by all the requirements, okay, look, we will focus on branding. My team will help focus on branding. By focusing on branding awareness, we will only look at impressions. That's my one and only metrics, what I told in my report, whether the campaign is successful or not. Yeah. Although it's really good to tell them what's the conversion rate like, what's the click-through rate like, right? So that's it. Is to focus on one metric helps you to know when to say stop, when to say continue, when to say successful, when to say you failed. Yeah. And then the third one is experiment and A/B test a lot. Chris, do we have a set number that we follow, confirm, we win, we must be successful as a digital marketer? No, there's no such thing. Different company, different metrics, and also different channels, everything different service, different product will give you different results. Because when in my experience teaching Facebook ads here, a lot of people was like, Chris, do we have the best CPC? What's I want to start to generate leads. Is there the exact cost leads, cost per leads that I can that I have to, that I can expect from running Facebook ads? That is a miracle. Yeah, we can't. We have to do A/B tests, right? So different, because it's influenced by different aspect as well. Have you done the awareness, right? Have you done the considerations? If you're straight, because trust me, guys, there's a lot of people coming to Facebook ads hoping that they can get conversion right away. There's no such thing. Yeah. So experiment and A/B test a lot until you get the cheapest outcome that you like. Okay, on the right corner top, this is actually a note to myself as well. It's a all in caps lock gang. So you have to know your benchmark. Now you know all your objective. You know how to make money. You know what to measure, but you don't know what you want to measure against, right? Are we successful? Are we far enough? Are we still so long? It's just like the kids, running through the we are going to travel and then have a road trip, and they're like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Right? But if they're able to see the map that shows how long more the direction will be, it'll be much easier for them to think, okay, still not yet. Yeah. So it's still how long more go for us to get into it. Yeah. So know your benchmark. Have to really know your benchmark. Yeah. As a digital marketer, we need to know all the benchmark in the world. There's so many platforms that you can see. If you're running email, you have to know what's your specific industry, what's your specific country benchmark of your open rate, click rate. If it's Facebook ads, you also can look at the CPM, you can look at the CPC, it's available in a lot of reports. So one of the report that I remember also is Naningan. So they have a lot of reports coming out with benchmark as well. So, and the last one, not all ideas fit into the business objective. I have to repeat this so many times, especially to myself, and I hopefully this along the way, if you guys face this as well, this is a reminder. So not all ideas fit into the business objective. Same thing, because when you get into digital marketing later, now you specialize in Facebook ads, or you specializing in SEO, or you specializing in email marketing. You as the time goes by, you get more knowledge and you get more ideas. Always remember, not all ideas works at that time. So if you ever felt you get turned down by your manager, if you ever felt like, why no one listened to me, this is a great idea, everyone did it, there's a study case, because it has to match your business objective and also your goal at that time. Yeah, so this is something to take note of. Things that thanks God I've been slowly mastering it, yeah, to make it for us to get focused as a digital marketer. Awesome. Hope you guys are still with me, because that's the end. Yeah, hopefully all the 4 steps for to how to choose the right metrics be useful today. You can bring Budi with you. Hopefully you all, every one of us can make so many Budis, 100% conversions along the way. That's it, I think, from me. Yeah. Hopefully you guys learned something from me, and I will hand it over to Ben.
Okay, thanks a lot, Chris. Great insights that you shared today. I'm sure all our students are, they want to ask lots of questions. So, guys, if you have any questions, drop them on Slido, because I will begin to share my screen and talk about the questions. So let's start from the most popular questions here. It's anonymous. So, Chris, could you share tips on how to prevent over dependencies on the paid channel to generate revenue?
Okay, this is awesome question. And this is also like a challenge that Mateo did give to me and my team at Salsa previously, because no Mateo, I work with him, so I'm glad I'm learning with him and for a year, and also you guys, learning directly from him. You guys are on the right track. Really, really, be grateful of you guys having it here. So how to prevent over dependencies on paid channel? Don't start from paid channel. Start from organic first. Yeah, there's so many ways to go to Rome. And one fact to share: iPress has zero marketing budget. We never have any marketing budget. It's been 3 years in iPrice and we don't have any marketing budget. Yeah. So what we do, if you wanna build in, if you wanna start from organic. Yeah, if you decide to have Facebook, for example, don't straight away doing ads. You can actually start, creating your content, distribute it to groups. Yeah, because we learn the algorithm, because we know Facebook algorithm. If we have friends in Facebook, does not mean our post will get shown right away, right? Our friends will see our products. It never happens with a new algorithm. So what we can do is going to the groups, where once you post something, it will notify everyone, and go to the right groups. There's so many ways you can do organic. Yeah. So if you ask how to not offer dependent on it, start from not spending anything on it. Once you did, that's your limit. By not spending to get that much people, that is the time when you boost. Because when you boost, although you one day you decided there's no budget, you still have your audience with you. Okay, so that I think that's the way you strategize it.
Okay, thanks. Moving on to the next question. Still anonymous. A lot of marketing campaigns starting with research, but we don't know exactly how to do research. Can you give a complete journey on doing a good research?
Mm-hmm. Doing journey of good research, right? Research is very wide. It's depending. For example, I'm applying to RevoU. I have no idea about RevoU, and I have to do research before I'm going to the interview, right? So what I will do, I want to apply as a digital marketer in RevoU. So what I will do, I'll analyze what kind of contents that they are doing. I will research first what is RevoU, what is RevoU is doing, right? What's so great about RevoU in the first place, and then I will do research on what kind of role that I'm applying. I'm applying to digital marketer in RevoU. It means I want to know what are the strategy that has been using. So I'm doing this research. How I'm checking, if you guys know, there's a similar web, like a Chrome extension, to know what kind of where the traffic coming from that website, what kind of media or platform that they use. Starting from that, not stopping there. Once we know the actually majority coming from which channel, you go to the channel, like literally go to it. So if I notice, RevoU is really active in Instagram, I go to RevoU's Instagram and actually browse what kind of content, how many times, how often they post, and all those stuff. So that will be part of the research for me before I come to the interview. Yeah. So that's journey is, if you ask me what's the journey of research, it depends. You have to know your goals, right? Start to know. Let's say I wanna start having a girlfriend. Then you have to research what you are good at, right? Like Woody, right? What you are good at, what kind of people that will like you, right? How you know the person likes you, right? So it's the same journey actually.
Okay, thanks, Chris. Next question. How we deal with ad block?
Mhm.
How do we deal with ad block? And why I can't find SEM for iPrice? A very specific question. Eh?
To be honest, guys, we don't do SEM at all. like been shared before, right? We have zero marketing budget, like zero. So what we did is the team is we have a lot of SEO experts. We have expert in content marketing, the link builders like Andrew, you guys know him. So all these efforts by all these cool, amazing people, that is where we are focusing at. So it's really important. Like Budi, he knows he's smart. So it's the same thing as us. We need to know what we are very good at, right? From there, then we only focus on that. Yeah. How to deal with ad block? Then don't make an ad. Yeah, be an organic. Reach them the different way. Don't be very dependent on ads.
Okay. Next question from Joe. Joe, are you here? Feel free to ask your questions if you want. Unmute yourself and ask.
Hello, good evening. Hello, I'm Joe.
Yep. Hi, Joe.
I want to ask, when we know that our awareness campaign is enough and continue to the next campaign, is there any metric to measure that awareness level, like popularity or something like that?
Okay, so I will bring you into Facebook because I'm more familiar into Facebook and field. So how do we know our awareness campaign is enough? As been mentioned, the benchmark or the target, the goal, right? For example, like Gojek case, we need to know exactly 1 million, right? We have to create. Same thing as the awareness. You wanna reach 1 million users. That is when you know you stop before you even doing it. Yeah. So set a goal beforehand. Yeah. And if you wanna ask when is awareness is ever enough, is never enough. Yeah. So imagine your users is like a pie. Yeah, it's like a pie, and your users will be that size. Yeah, along the time is the years, the demographic, it will just get bigger size of a pie, and this pie will always be, or will always, for example, let me draw, if you guys can see me draw. Yeah, so let's say, can you guys see?
Let's try first.
I can't see myself, you know. Okay, so let's say this is a pie, right? This is our user, and our user will be only this much. And then what will happen is we have our competitors, right? So let's say I have a plant business. I have two other competitors. Yeah, so I have two other competitors plus me. It will be three people. This chart will be equally, if everyone have the same share of awareness, it will be equally distributed into these three. Yeah, and we can only take this much because the others has been the same user, the same amount of user can be only, can, it has been, okay, so the same amount of a portion of users has been taken away by your competitor A and competitor B. Yeah, so it's never, and you will stuck there. Yeah, but when can you get more users? When you can move this portion of your competitor into get smaller. Yeah, and you will never stop until you are monopolizing the whole market. It's only you yourself. That's when you know you stop. But until you become that giant, it's a long way to go. We have a lot of campaigns to run for awareness. Yeah, so that's pretty much a guideline and how you see the market, when you have to stop and when you can do more in awareness objective. Okay, that's my answer.
Okay. Thank you, Joe. Any follow-up questions?
Hello.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. All good then.
Thank you.
Joe, you're breaking up. Okay, I guess.
I'm connect before, but thank you
Okay.
Chris, for the answer.
Thank you.
Okay, let's move on to the next question. There's RJ here asking for the A/B testing. How long do we have to run it per test? RJ, are you here? You can unmute yourself maybe and elaborate more on the question.
The mic doesn't work. Okay.
Okay. Let's just start from here.
I'll try
So,
to answer as much I can digest, yeah? So for the A/B testing, how long do we run it per test? It depends actually. Luckily in iPrice, okay, there's A/B testing. What is A/B testing? Okay, make it even step back. A/B testing, it's basically having multiple sets of different experiments to run at the same time to measure which one works the best. Yeah, because there's no ultimate ads, there's no ultimate email that works for everyone. The same thing as us, yeah. The same, the shirt that I wear, it might not fit you. Yeah, the shirt that you wear might not fit me. Yeah, so every different users will fit into a different a set of ads. For example, if you're talking about Facebook ads. Okay, so for us, Chris, do we have an ultimate ads or metrics? As been shared before, we have to be flexible. There's no such thing as depending on so many things, right? From the brand awareness, from what kind of digital marketing activities that you've done, so many impact that. Yeah, so we never know exactly what our users accept. You get your competitors' whole data. That's when you know you can just pick the best one and do it. Yeah. So that's basically A/B testing. So how long does A/B test have to run? It depends on you actually. For me, luckily enterprise run in sprint, so we are having agile. It's a 2 weeks length of So every 2 weeks we have to set a goal, and every 2 weeks normally that's where we end our testing. If there's any A/B test have to be done. Yeah, but in this case, Chris, do we have any specific, how long does it take? Depends on you. It's really from your resources. Do you have a month long to monitor it, or you only have one week due date to tell your boss that this one worked? Yeah, it depends again on different circumstances that you have.
okay, RG, any follow-up questions? Oh, got it. Thank you. Okay, let's move on to Arias. You want to unmute yourself and ask your question?
Okay, thank you, Ben. Just wanna ask about making a great content.
Okay, so
Can you share a tips about?
great content for which channel?
For example, in e-price maybe, and why you choose that method maybe.
So there's no universal red content. Yeah. Everything here is in digital marketing. There's no definite answer for anything. Yeah. So it has something that we have to A/B test. Great content, so many things that you can influence. So look at the trend, right? Because at the end of the day, the content is consumed by our users. So how to make a great content? Know your users well. Right? Know the pretty girl that would you have to really know what these pretty girls like, right? So that's basically how to make great content. So by during the hanging out and texting, right, along the journey, when with these pretty girls, he's also observing. He's been adjusting himself. What kind of jokes he likes, right, based on when he look at when he try to monitor the response from the girl. The text, what kind of topics that the girl likes, right? That's why she responds faster than the others. So the great content again depends on which user that you like to get attention to and what your users like. Basically, that's what makes a great content. It depends on your users.
Okay, any follow-up questions, Arias?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thanks for your question. Okay, next is Reza. Reza, do you want to unmute yourself and ask the questions directly?
Okay, hello Chris. I think it's more about your experience. Can you share your good case practice with your campaign and what makes that campaign good? Can you want to share about it to us? I think it's more about your experience, yeah.
Okay, cool. So running campaigns, there are different, the ones that I do the most, is for the campaign for our partners. For example, we just did our campaign for Shopee in the past Q4 for the 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12. The main selling point that we know by heart in iPrice is to be really great in making content for our users. So that's something that we apply to our content creations in email, content creations in the blog write-ups in our website, and then emails and so forth and so on, right? So things that we are good at, that's something that we also commit in our campaign. And also another thing is we have millions of users traffic every month in iPrice. So that's something that we can leverage as well. Right? So basically knowing what you're really good at and commit into it, into your goal, and share it to the partner. And for the Q4, for example, we target for Indonesia market to have 8 million impressions in that big sale season, right? So what we did is, and also what we did was literally, like optimize our campaign ads to impressions, to awareness. We create content because in ads, right? One interesting thing about ads that I learned a lot, and it's applicable for all or all other digital marketing concept, is that the ads learn how the user react, right? That's where your relevancy score will get marked in your first few hours. If you guys done your Facebook ads sometimes in the future in RevoU, or you guys did it already, there's always a learning phase, right? So in the learning phase, it's actually they're measuring how the user will interact with your content. So if your content is great, then you will have more impressions and your cost will much cheaper, right? So in short, how we make it successful, we commit to things that we know we're good at, yeah, and what we can control. That's the very first lesson. We have to commit, like the metrics or the objective, or as a digital marketing, or something that we can control, and you have to be really good at it.
Okay, Chris, thank you for your answer.
Okay, thank you, Reza. Moving on. Next question from Mutia. Mutia, you can unmute yourself if you want. This is the question. Hello, Mutia. Okay, let me just read the question for you.
Okay.
Okay, so can the merchants, iPrice partners, track where their customers come from? Will they know which leads are provided by iPrice? Can this info be supplied by cookies?
Correct. It's supplied by cookies, and also in digital marketing world, never ever run with naked link. I call it naked link because that's literally that you like RevoU, just RevoU, for example, let's say iPrice. It's only iPrice.co.id, and that's it, right? If that's the way, you don't give any tracking, you don't give any indicator using UTM or using a tracking platforms or Bitly. If you guys familiar with it, you will never know where it came from. So it's really important for us to give the indication itself. So including that process, along the way in iPrice, we also use cookies, and also we also indicate it. Always have a tracked link.
Okay, thank you, Chris. Next question. You said that checkout or conversion is uncontrollable. Is there any way so that they do check out immediately? Or is there a way to manipulate them?
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a way to increase the chance for them to purchase. One of the way, if you guys get deeper into digital marketing, is the segmenting, right? Because finding the right pool of user that will love you like Budi, like the right school. Basically, if you can get into the right school, to the right marketing channel, to the right pool of audience, and that we will have higher chance likely for people to convert. It's actually as easy as that. If you wanna look into the conversion, right? It's if you find the right audience and you are the right product, definitely you can right away expect conversion. Yeah, but that is basically the theoretically if you look into it, but in the practical, for example, you are a business, you have your own business, you just started and you decided just open a Facebook. Although you are famous, you have thousands of traffic in your website, you have a website, and then you want to open Facebook. You also have to start everything from beginning. You have to build your awareness again, yeah, because audience that come to your website does not necessarily come to your Facebook page. Yeah, so that's where different school, different marketing channel will require you to do more than just straight to conversion.
Okay, thank you. Moving on. Next question is please explain more about retargeting ads. Maybe you can touch upon it just a little bit because we'll learn about this more in the coming weeks, guys. For those of you.
Right.
Hmm.
I'm sure you guys will learn. A short story, short way look at it. Retargeting we is in the consideration funnel. People visit us, right? Basically, now you know me. It's awareness. But if you find me on my link and text me, that's basically retargeting, because now you find, because you've talked to me and you find me, instead of you talk to me but you're asking other marketing experts that you've never talked before, right? So retargeting is just reconnect with the users that have been interacted in your platform or your ads or your brand. That's basically retargeting.
Okay, thank you. Next question. What to consider to decide how long do we need to evaluate the campaign?
This is pretty much similar with the question, how long do we need for the A/B test, right? It depends on your resources, depends on the time that you have, basically. Yeah, because there's no set time frame that everyone have to follow.
Okay. Next question. We have Muhammad Sani. Do you want to unmute yourself and ask the question directly? Oh, microphone doesn't work. Okay, let me read the question for you. Would you give us an advice as a startup, services firm, which metric to perform or focus as a startup? Note, as a startup, of course, we have limited budget.
Mhm. So again, right, this is actually back to the funnel, how you make money. Assuming you're a service, and the way you make money is you need to have lead, then you have your salespeople interact with them, then only you quote them and they purchase, right? If this is the case, in marketing channel, you have to understand in these three scenarios, which one that you can drive from these marketing activities. Can I drive the leads? Can I drive the communication with salespeople? Or can I drive, confirm they will agree with your quotation, right? So most likely it's easier for you to get lead, but along that funnel, the nearer to the purchase or the conversion, the better. Yeah. So very first metrics, and if depending on your campaign objective, if you wanna get right now you wanna have 100 more people buying your service, you have to first get these 100 people, right? Because or 500 people, because in the same funnel sales, especially in the service, it's really hard. We can't expect we approach 100 people and 100 people will buy, right? It will drops all along the way. They might not, somehow doesn't like your quotation, they somehow once they talk with your salespeople, they just say, oh no, we don't have budget, right? All of these things. So what metric that you have to see, what the objective of these marketing activities that you want to do. So if you want to have leads, then drive leads first, get as much people first, right, in your platform. That's how normally in so far in the people in service industry that I've been talking to, they normally measure leads. Yeah, because the next step is more into not digital, it's more into the sales people coming in and get into these leads.
Okay, any follow-up question, Sunny? Just type them in the chat. Okay, thank you for the question, Sunny. All right, moving on. RJ again. Is there any platform where we can get the metric performance of competitors?
A lot, a lot. You just Google and you will find it. There is a stash away. I used to use social media, um, so actually similar web also one of it, right? You can just go to any website, your competitor's website, extend the Chrome. You know what kind of marketing activities that they are good at, and you or they bad at, and you beat them in there. If you can't beat them, join them. Basically, if you look into it, into what platform you have to choose as well. So that's one of the way. There's so many extensions you can use.
Okay, RJ, any follow-up question? Cool. Okay, thank you for the question, RJ. Next, there's a question from Pratama. Do you want to unmute yourself and ask the question?
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, thank you. I
Okay.
want to ask about do you have any experience with email marketing and how about the spam email in iPrice? Thank you.
Spam email.
Yep.
Sometimes the strategy to spamming people that never interact with your products or brands. Is it that kind of spam or the spam read in your email?
Uh, can you repeat it again?
Okay, so the spam email meant is the strategy to make a spam email. So one of, for example, is that you somehow get email somewhere or use just phishing email, and then you email this person that doesn't even know what your brands or never even subscribe to you, and then sending out stuff that as a strategy, or our email that we've been sending out become a spam email in other people's in our users inbox. So which?
Oh, the second one. The second one.
So the second one. Okay.
Yep.
Oh my God, this is actually a good point. Running email marketing for Indonesia, we have the highest. One thing that we notice is that we have lower open rate, right? We have hundred thousands of subscribers, and then it just doesn't make sense. Indonesia have the most subscribers, but the open rate is really low, like really low, much lower than benchmark. That I'm so even embarrassed to share it here. When we figure out a lot of the email is actually spam email. Yeah, so many spam emails, so many typos, so many like, Indonesians or maybe me last time back in the days when I was in high school, I have 10 or 20 emails that I use that I just create to sign up for something and never use it anymore. Right, so there's a lot of this kind of email in our database. Therefore, we expect a lot of lower open rate, and when we see a lot of it bounce. Yeah, so when it's spammed, get into the spam, it's bounce. Yeah, that's what so far MailChimp, the platform that I use is MailChimp, indicate to us to know if your email get to your users or not. So how can we deal with this, Chris? Now you know that it's a spam email. Remove them. It doesn't give you, it doesn't add any value for you to store this email anyway. Besides that, it's expensive. A lot of email platform charging you by subscribers. So removing people save you money, and it reduce the size of your pie of the of your users, right, in your email marketing channel. So remove them. But take a step back. You have to realize what causes it first, why it went to spam. Is that for Google, for example? For Gmail, for example, they actually have a limit size of email. If it goes beyond 120, the email doesn't show, and user consider it as spam. But in Outlook or in Yahoo, it doesn't matter. So you really need to get into your metrics and see what leads into this bounce. So a lot of your marketing platform, they should be able to tell you what kind of bounce it is, and you can find the right solution for it.
Okay, any follow-up question?
No, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Pratama, for your question. So I guess our time is up since it's already 8:30 or 9:30 for you in class 8,
Yeah.
Jakarta, Malaysia. So yeah, any last words, Chris, for the students before we end the session?
Mm, okay, you guys are in the right hands. I learned from Mateo, my first year of being in iPrice. I learned so much. All the knowledge that I could share with you is something that I gained from working with amazing people. And good luck and really learn a lot, guys. Um, all the tips and tricks, please remember it. This stuff that I wish someone told me before. So I've been sharing it with you. And good luck. If also you'll be, maybe start thinking what do you like the most, on the previous work, who you work closely with. Maybe you can start thinking what kind of specialization you can do as well. So pretty much good luck. Enjoy time in RevoU.
Okay, thanks, Chris, for your time in expert sharing series. For those of you who hasn't have their questions answered, very sorry because the time is up. But you can reach out to Chris personally on LinkedIn. Her LinkedIn is on the slides. You can reach her out, connect, and discuss more topics or questions that you want to ask to her. Okay, so guys, have a great weekend. See you tomorrow for batch 5 students, and bye bye.